Hey drummers, hope you're well. Just a quick one. Shout out to superstar channel member Hayley, who was asking about this. This is, of course, In Too Deep by Genesis, played by Phil Collins or Chester Thompson, and the live versions, plus a bit of drum machine in the mix there as well. So really what this video is about, I'll do a full playthrough of the song actually next video, but just what I want to do is talk through the main groove here and just what I would do if I was playing this song live. So the main groove is, you could say, a single-handed, like 16th note type of feel. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and I think under normal circs you would say 16th, but actually I'm going to count these as 8th notes. So you don't need to massively worry about this. It's just, I just find this a bit more helpful if you're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I would personally count this as like a half-time feel with the snare drum on the 3. And the reason for that is just when you get into some of the fills, and I'll put a couple of example fills as usual on the channel members page. I'll put the notation and a couple of example fills, like practice along versions of example fills. It's a bit easier because when it gets a bit quicker on the fills, like the can be 16th notes, where they'd have to be 30-second notes if you were playing a 16th note feel on the hi-hat. So if you were counting it as 16th, so I'm going to call these 8ths. So basic groove. Again, this is what the drummer is playing. There's a drum machine running underneath, but this is what the drummer is playing. Something like, as a 2-bar phrase, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So 2-bar phrase, like I say, the first bar is just kick and snare. And then in the second bar, just a little bit more detail. There's an open hi-hat just before the snare, and there's also an extra kick right on the end, on like the and of beat 4. So I'll play a bit more slowly. Whole 2-bar phrase. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. Like I say, I'll put that as a practice along on the channel members page. Now, especially Chester Thompson on the live versions, he's also opening the hi-hat in the first bar. So in that case, the only difference is the one extra kick at the end of the second bar. With the drum fills, they're classic Phil Collins style. If you're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and they're typically in the sort of second half of the second bar, like around the kit like that. Like I said, I'll put a couple of examples, notation and practice along on the channel members page as usual. Shout out to Hayley. Stay tuned for tomorrow. I'll play through the whole song. Loads of fun. Thanks a million for a great suggestion. What I love about the channel member suggestions is it's often songs I wouldn't think of for doing actually, but I totally get it. If you're, because I think this is fair to say, it's a obviously an amazing classic tune, absolutely lovely tune, but isn't the first song that like a drummer, perhaps when you've been playing for a while, you would think of as playing or as like a drum tune. But Hayley said she listens to this when she's in the gym, I think, and she loves it, and like she just would love the idea of playing along to it. And I totally get that. If you're starting on the drums, beautiful, what a great thing to do. Find some music that you love, gravitate towards that, work out what's going on. It's actually a really interesting feel, isn't it? It's a sort of half-time thing, snare drum on beat 3, and then slightly faster when it comes to the fills. So thanks and shout out to Hayley. See you soon.